it visible, recording option? Okay, fine.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, morning everyone. Am I audible and the board is visible?
Yes,
Is it audible, guys? Okay, fine. There are others, still only 18 are there. Okay, so let's move on. So I think in the last class, we went through with module number 3, impulse response. So we have understood how to solve a problem based on causality and stability. So before going for next topic in that, so we'll try to analyze few more properties of LTA, such as your cascade and parallel. So I think in the last class we covered commutative property. Am I correct? Everyone remember commutative property? Yes or no? Yeah.
yes, sir.
Yeah. So we have proved y of t is equal to x of t convolution with h of t is similar with h of t convolution with x of t. Correct now? So that likewise you have two more properties such as series as well as parallel. See the things what you learned in your block diagram, same concept comes here. So we'll just try to analyze that. We'll try to solve few problems on that impulse. Then we'll move on to your next part of this. Okay, model number 3. So today we'll try to wind this model number 3 one question which is on LTA impulse. See, as I said, model number 2 covers two topics. Model number 2 covers two topics. So one was on a system classification, properties of system, where you went through with one full 20 marks question, and one more is from LTA system with respect to convolution sum and convolution integral. Correct. So then I told the next topic will be on impulse, that is a part of your model number 3. So one full question you can expect from this LTA impulse response function. So in the previous class we have solved different types involved in this impulse. So today we'll discuss the next more left out topics, and since we have 2-hour class today, we'll try to wind this model number 3 one full question. So from next week onwards we'll go with model number 5, that is Z transform. So once we finish Z transform, we'll come back to your 3 and 4, the left out part. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's move on. So how we went through with commutative property in the last class, same way there may be a problem based on series as well as parallel connection of your system. with respect to your impulse function. Okay, so just listen here. So in general, we know that input x of t, if I represent with respect to CT system, so I need to consider x of t, continuous time. So this is given to your system, right? So in the system we used to have h of t and output would have been y of t. Same way I can represent using my dt also, x of n, h of n, y of n. Now the concept of series and parallel comes with respect to my impulse response or LTA system. So assume that I am splitting my original impulse h of t to some other sequence like h1, h2, so on. If I split this h of t, so inside this h of t, I can take a separate functions, separate sub functions like h1 convolution with h2 of t, right? So this remaining part x of t will be kept as it is, y of t will be kept as it is. So I hope you got what I did. I have just taken the response h of t, I have split it inside it like this. So whenever you have two things, or let me write the blocks like this also. You can look at the block diagram. Is it visible, guys? So h1 of t and h2 of t is a part of your h of t. I can split how much our impulse response we want. h1, h2, h3, so on till hn of t. So from this diagram, you can see that two blocks are in series. So what is the logic you learned in your control system? If two blocks are in series, what is the outcome? I can make it to
H1.
one. That is, you learned in block reduction technique, right? So two blocks can make it to one block. So outside block is this. So inside block, this two is going to become one. So what is a meaning of a cascade or series block? So it is going to perform addition or multiplication. Series of any block represents what, guys?
Multiplication.
Good. So we can write this as h1 of t convolution, also same representation, right, into h2 of t. So the meaning is simple. Whenever you find any impulse with respect to series connection like this, you can make it to one block, and that you can represent as a multiplication of each. So from this we can conclude h of t is equals to h1 of t convolution with h2 of t. The remaining x of t, y of t remains same only. Only thing is, if you find any blocks in series, you can make it to one. That is what you can understand from this series connection of a LTA system. This is one more property. Is it okay, Pilya? Everyone, is it okay, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So similarly we can go with your dt also. See what all things I am representing with respect to CT. Same thing you can represent using your dt also. Only change is what, guys? Instead of continuous, discrete will come, and wherever t is there, replace with em, a discrete sample. Okay. So going with one more last property, we went through with commutative, that is over in last class. Today I discussed about a series connection. Same way you have one more called as parallel. So assume that you have two systems are in parallel. So LTA inside h of t, what is going to happen? I'm writing here. Okay. So if this is h1 of t, if this is h2 of t, if these two are cascaded, right? If these two are cascaded, then what is the outcome? That is what the meaning of this property. So I hope you remember in the control system, the block diagram reduction technique, if two systems are in parallel, what we can do, guys?
We add them, sir.
Addition.
Good. We are going to perform addition. So here, a complete system, LTA system is h of t. Inside h of t, if you find individual impulse response as h1 of t and h2 of t in parallel, then we can reduce it to a one block with the help of addition, h1 of t plus h2 of t. So this is what two things you need to remember while solving the problem. So in the previous case, h of t was H1 of t convolution with H2 of t, since there was a cascade or a series connection. In this example, these two are parallel, so I can write H of t as H1 of t plus H2 of t. So is this much is clear to everyone? Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Good. So after knowing this, so let's try to solve a problem where they may give a combination of these two and they will ask you to get a final response H of t. Okay. So what is the meaning of final response of H of t? We will try to analyze it. Right. So let's move on. Write on the question. For the interconnection of system shown below, for the interconnection of system shown below, obtain the overall impulse response, obtain the overall impulse response in terms of impulse responses, of individual subsystem, I'll repeat the question. For interconnection of system shown below, obtain the overall impulse response, obtain the overall impulse response of individual obtain the overall impulse response in terms of impulse response of individual subsystem, Read on the diagram. So this is a diagram what they are given. Just make a note of this. So this is my input X of t. Is it visible, guys? What I wrote? Everyone? H1 of t is here. H2 of t. H3 of t. H4 of t. And H5 of t. See, nothing new. What you learned in your control system, a block diagram reduction technique. Same thing, but only heading is impulse response. That's all. Remaining concept remains same. Okay. So now look at the question carefully. So this is your input X of t, that is your output Y of t. You can see here this part, what I am marking dotted line. So this is your impulse response, correct? So this is your LTI system now. See, instead of getting one block, this is all the subsystems now. So this complete block is H of t. The outline what I have marked, that is H of t. Inside that you have subsystems of impulse response, right? So they ask you to reduce and get an overall response H of t for me. Have you got the question? Everyone, have you got the question?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now look at the problem and tell me. So now we can incorporate the logic what you learned from your previous two properties. So look at this. Don't try to write a single diagram. Instead, write one step. How you are following the steps in your block diagram control system, same way. So look at the subsystem inside this impulse response and tell me what is the first thing I can do. Can you find any cascade connection, guys?
Yes, sir. At the first one, sir.
So you can perform H1 and H4 as a series connection. Agree? So this will be your step number 1. So it means remaining you should keep as it is. So new diagram should be replaced. So replace this 2 block with 1 block. since it is cascade, it is going to become h1 of t into h2 of t. That is the step number 1. Any doubts? Is it okay? Is it okay, guys? Fine. So what is next step? Step number 2. So can you see anywhere parallel connection is also there? Can you find any parallel connection?
H2 and H3,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Good. So
H3.
H2 and H3 are in parallel. You can make out this as step number. I'll just change the color. So this is your step number 2. Correct, guys? So you can make this 2 as a one block. That is H2 of T plus H3 of T. Okay. So now tell me what is going to happen after step 2. What is going to happen after step 2?
We get 2 blocks in
We'll get
connected
another
in
parallel.
parallel, sir.
Another cascade or parallel?
Parallel, sir.
Good. Look at here. So this is going to become one block. Similarly, this is going to become one block. Correct, guys? So this complete part has been eliminated. You can look at here. This part is gone. So this connection is given to what? One more adder. So there is an adder like this. So again, these two become cascade or parallel. These two are parallel because of this summary here. So this will add up. Then again that one answer is going to be in series with this h5 of t. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So there is a way you need to solve step by step. So don't write that answer. This will be for 6 marks question, guys. So try to write the things what we discussed just now. So go ahead with your same logic. Step number 1, eliminate this. So we will go one by one now. So I hope you got the logic now. See, before solving problem, just make an outline like this, such a way that you will get an idea that which is step number 1, which is step number 2. Keep writing a new diagram. Ultimately get one single answer. Okay. So let's move on. So here your concentration is should be only on h of t. That is why I told impulse topic is important. Only on h of t you should concern. Clear? So now we are going to eliminate this two to one block. So after elimination, I am going to get a new diagram like this. So this two cascade has become 1. So this was h1 of t convolution with h4 of t. So this is your step number 1. Any doubts, anyone? Is it okay till here? Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So remaining steps you keep as it is, guys. Don't do any alteration in the one step only. So as I said, marks are given for each steps. So step number 1 diagram over. Next again step number 2. This is what I need to eliminate, right? So write a new diagram and eliminate this. Eliminate this. So this is going to be what? A new diagram where so two things were in parallel. So I should write h2 of t plus h3 of t. Is it how it looks? A second step. Is it okay till here to everyone? Am I clear? While writing the symbols or notation of your multiplication and addition, be careful, because when you do cascade or parallel for this each steps, it will be keep multiplying. So you should be keep knowing the things properly. So is it okay till here? Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now look at this two. Again, these two are having a summer. It means these two are in parallel combination. I can eliminate these two to one block. And what is the answer? This completely is like 1 plus this. Correct? That should be my answer. So if you want to just make a note, so you can write this to a single block. Okay. So this is my first term. So h1 of t convolution with h4 of t. So this complete term is going to add with h2 of t plus h3 of t. So is it what the answer you are going to get after eliminating this completely? Is it your step number 3, everyone? Is it okay? Yeah, guys. Any doubts? Anyone till here? Is it okay till here or not? So what I wrote was correct?
Sir, we should
Observed
write
diagram?
minus sign, sir.
Yes. See, in the previous question, look at here. This is what the ultimate answer I wrote, right? Here you have plus, here you have minus. So it means I need to subtract this from this. I hope you learned in control system, right? So depending upon the sign, you should act. If it is plus, plus. Since minus is here, so you should not write plus here. It should be minus. Understood? Where you'll commit mistakes. So blindly you'll be keep adding the things because you know parallel combination means do addition. That you can perform if this summer is positive. If it is negative, you should take negative values. Is it clear now? Till here to everyone? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now you can look at these two blocks. So after step number 3, we got this is a last final step you have to write now. So both are again in what? Cascade. So I just need to take it as one block. So make it to one more block, a simple block, a single block. So here x of t will be kept as it is and y of t will be kept as it is. So what is the ultimate goal that you are supposed to write? So it means this into this. So you retain this everything as it is, h1 of t, convolution means h4 of t. So if you want, you can use flower brackets such a way that I can multiply the things easily. Similarly, minus h2 of t plus h3 of t. So this complete thing is going to be convolution with h5 of t. So is it what the overall response what we are looking at? Understood, guys, everyone? Is it okay till here?
Yes, sir.
So you need to conclude after writing diagram of this final step. Therefore, you should conclude the answer. Therefore, because they have asked overall response. So you need to conclude with this answer. Therefore, h of t is equal to whatever the answer wrote in the block. Just multiply that inside this. No need to do inside multiplication and all. You just keep this answer as it is. That's enough. That's enough. But you need to conclude with this h of t answer outside this box. This box is for graphical or a picture representation. Once you got the answer, get the final. This is how you should do it, right? Transfer function used to find output by input. Same manner here also, only with respect to impulse function h of t. So if they give with respect to n, everything should be n. If it is t, t. So act according to question. If it is ct, ct. If it is dt, dt. Don't mess up with either, you will get 0 marks. If the question is asked for CT, if you keep writing everywhere n, then you are not going to get 1 marks also. So be alert. Understand what is asked, whether it is CT signal or DT system. According to that, you should write. So am I clear till here to everyone? Is this okay, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So that completes the type of problem what you can expect from this properties. So now we'll move on to next type of properties problem. Shall I erase it off? Is it okay, everyone? Any doubts, anyone? Shall we move on? Yes. Anybody wants me to keep the steps on the board as it is for some more time, or is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So let's move on then. So this is one type of problem what you can expect in impulse response. Say what are topics we are covering on impulse response that will give you 20 more marks in the exam. That is, it may be under module number 2 or it may come under module number 3 sometimes, because your LTI is a part of model number 2 plus model number 3. So they can mix also. That's why I'm telling, right? So let's move on to the next problem. Hold on. Two discrete LTI system, two discrete. So I hope you got the question now. Discrete is there. So your mind should tell there should be n concept now. Clear? So two discrete LTI systems are connected in cascade, as shown below. So they are given two things. So it is cascaded like this. So y of n is here, x of n is here. Okay. So obtain unit response of this cascade system. Obtain unit response of this cascade system. So they are given h1 of n for you as 1 by 2 to the power of n into u of n. So this is your one subsystem which comes under your h of n. Similarly, you have h2 of n also. 1 by 4 to the power of n into u of n. Okay, guys. So this is a given question. So they ask you to find what? The response of these two cascade. So you're going to take these two cascade as one. That is going to get a final answer. That is what they're asking. What is it? Have you got the question first of all? Have you got the question? I'm audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So till here, question was given clearly. So now look at this too. So this is nothing but what? So as we know that this is a complete response h of n, correct? So the outer part is your h of n. So inside that you have two subsystem which are in the form of cascade. So we know that cascade means it's a multiplication. So from this you can conclude what exactly you're supposed to find, guys. H of n is equal to h1 of n convolution with h2 of n. Am I correct? So this is what you're supposed to find. Yes or no? You got what I told everyone? Any delay in my voice here, Jayant?
No, sir.
Is it fine? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, the question is two cascade of h1 h2 is given. So ultimate thing is I should find this. Okay. So now just stick on with your convolution sum concept. So can anyone tell me what was the convolution sum formula?
Summation of a
So
from
you
minus
forget
infinity
about
to
this h of
infinity.
n now. You will just concentrate on your normal formula. So what do you write y of n as? X of n convolution with h of n. So for this we used to write a formula as summation k tends from minus in plus infinity x of k into h of n minus k. Am I correct? So this was the formula used to apply for convolution sum. Correct, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Now look at here. I don't want a final or total response, output response. I want only the impulse response. So now tell me how to write this h of n formula with respect to this.
Summation of k from minus infinity to infinity.
Good.
H1 of k into h2 of n minus k, sir.
That's it. See, the concept is simple. Instead of x and h, it is like h1 of n convolution with h2 of n. Agree? So I want h of n in terms of this. So for this, what can be the formula? Summation k varies from minus in plus infinity. That is not going to be changed because we have to add from infinite to finite range, right? Finite sequence of minus to plus. What is x of k? You can look at here is replaced with h1. So n is replaced with k. So you can write as h1 of k. Similarly, h2 of n minus k. So I hope you understood how to get the formula for this type of problem. Am I clear? Am I clear or not to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now you should tell me how to proceed. So what is the procedure? We know that H1 is given, H2 is given. So only thing what you should do, instead of writing H1 there, you should write everything as K. Correct? So can you substitute this value and this value there? Yes or no, yaar?
Yes, sir.
So let me write this side. So this is your formula, okay? So for this formula, we are going to find h of n. So let's keep that formula as minus infinity plus infinity. So what is h1 of k? h1 of k and h1 of n both are same. So I can write as 1 by 2 to the power of, don't write n now, we should write k u of k. This is your h1 of k. Am I clear? Similarly, you want h2 of n minus k. So what you should do? Just replace wherever n is with n minus k. That's all. So that is going to become this answer. So 1 by 4 to the power of n minus k. Clear? Into u of n minus k. So this is your h2 of k. Nothing but h2 of n minus k. Understood? Any doubts, anyone? Till here? Am I clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now look at the things carefully. So you have two elementary signals. That is your unit step. One is for u of k, one is for u of n minus k. So you can't eliminate both together. So let's try to eliminate one by one. So if you eliminate u of k from this equation, what is going to happen to my summation?
K is equals to 0, sir.
So it varies from 0 to infinity. Why? Because you remember the condition u of k or u of n is equals to 1 for k or t. There we write t, instead of t we write k, that's all. For k greater than or equal to 0. Otherwise it is going to be 0. Correct now guys? For k less than 0. Agree?
Yes, sir.
So for that purpose, we can eliminate the summation from minus infinity to 0, 0 to infinity. So now this is gone. This is going to become 1. So left out is 1 by 2 to the power of k. This you can split. For our reference, I can split this to n into 1 by 4 to the power of minus k u of n minus k. Can I write like this? Am I clear to everyone? Am I clear to everyone? Any doubts, guys, till here?
No, sir.
Fine. So now you can look at this equation. Can you tell me which is a constant term inside this? Summation is with respect to k. So whichever n term you have, can I treat it as a constant? Can I throw it out?
Yes, sir.
So now what we did is, I have eliminated u of k. We know u of a condition. We wrote the left out part 0 to infinity. Similarly, 1 by 4 to the power of n is a constant term that you can throw out. So once you throw out, so what is left out, that you can replicate. So this is out. Remaining 0 to infinity, 1 by 2 to the power of k into 1 by 4 to the power of minus k u of n minus k. So this is what the things left out now. Now you tell me. Huh? Oh, yeah. Okay. So now you tell me how to eliminate this u of n minus k. So what is going to be replaced with respect to your summation? What is going to be
K varies
replaced?
from 0 to n, sir.
0 to
N,
correct
sir.
na? So this is having some delay, right? N minus k, that is, I don't know how much is that. So because of that reason, Can I replace the, I am going to keep this 1 by 4 power n as it is, guys, nothing changed. So this summation, since you have u of n minus k, how you eliminated u of k, same manner you should eliminate this. So if you eliminate this, this is going to become from 0 to n, remaining 1 by 2 to the power of k, 1 by 4 to the power of minus k. So any doubts, anyone till here, you can ask. So I hope everyone understood the things what I taught you till here. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now observe the things carefully. So one is 1 by 2 to the power of k, one is 1 by 4 to the power of minus k. So if you make both as same, I can combine together. So what can be made to make that minus k as plus k, guys?
Four to the
So
power
what I
k,
said?
sir.
Yeah?
4 to the power k, sir.
Good. See, this is nothing but reciprocal, right? See, what is the logic I want? If you make these two as 1, so there is a formula. That formula I will discuss. So before that, I want that minus k also in terms of k. So then, can we rearrange that in this form? 0 to n. So 1 by 2 to the power of k into 4 to the power of k. Can I write like this? Can we? Yes, guys, is it okay till here?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now look at here. These two powers are having same means I can make it to 1. So I can replace this with 1 by 4 to the power of n, 0 to n. So this can be written as 4 by 2 to the power of k. Correct? So from that we can get only one answer called as 2 power k. Understood till here? Understood till here? Any doubts, anyone? What manipulations we have made? If you have doubt, you can clear it out. So this is what the ultimate thing you are going to get till here. Any doubts? Let me know. Any steps anybody want me to repeat? Yeah, guys. Any steps anybody want me to repeat, or is it okay till here? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now, see, you can't move further because this summation k tends from 0 to n. 2 to the power of k is like having a formula. So it is like a power k formula. So I hope you, if you remember the summation of this, there is a formula. So try to implement that now. So what is that formula? Just make a note. Make a note. So we know that summation k varies from 0 to n, a power k can be written as a into n plus 1, a into n plus 1 minus 1 whole divided by a minus 1. So this is a formula you need to remember, guys. So a power k with the summation. See, always remember summation if it is 0 to n, then only you have to incorporate this a power k formula as a power n plus 1 minus 1 divided by a minus 1. So from this, can you tell me what is the answer now? So instead of a, what is the value you have there? What is the value you have?
2.
2, sir.
And instead of capital N, what you have here? A small n. Correct now? So after applying this formula here, tell me what is the formula now? So after applying this, what is the ultimate goal? 1 by 4 to the power of n into this complete term. I am going to apply the formula now. So that is like this. So it is going to be 2 power n is small n, 2 power n plus 1 minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1. Nothing but what? So this is nothing but 1 only. So I can write this as 1 by 4 to the power of n into 2 power n plus 1 minus 1. So is it what the final answer for your h of n? Understood everyone or not? Any doubts anywhere, any steps? If you have, let me know, guys. Is it okay till here to everyone? Any doubts, anyone? Yes, Abir, any doubt here? USN 1, any doubt?
No, sir, no doubts.
Amrut? Arpita? Afrin?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt here?
No, sir, no doubt.
Okay, good. Others, is it fine? So I hope you got, whenever they give such type of problem with respect to impulse response, how to solve, you got an idea. Am I clear? Shall I give one more type of this type of problem? Will you solve?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So write down the next question now. So same type, I'll just change the question now. So now you need to find, write down, determine the output of LTA system. So till now you used to find the impulse response. So now they ask you to find the output itself. Determine the output of LTA system. Output of LTA system whose input and unit sample response are given. Whose input and unit sample response, nothing but x of n and h of n is given. So x of n is given as b to the power of n into u of n. See, it's the same type of problem. Instead of values, they are given general, that's all. So this is your x of n. Similarly, h of n is also given a power n into u of n. So such type of generalized problem you can expect in the exam. Okay. So same question, they can expect you or ask you one more way. Compute y of n as x of n convolution with h of n. Both are same question. Am I clear with this? So it carries 8 marks. So this problem you can expect for 8 marks. So can you solve this now? Same procedure what you learned. So how we did in the previous category, instead of taking h1, h2, you should go directly with x and h. So apply the formula of your convolution, substitute the value, implement this summation formula and tell me what is the answer. Can you solve this, everyone? I want you to solve and tell me the answer. So stick on with the procedure. So implement the formula y of n is equal to x of n convolution with h of n. So you know the formula, right? So same formula plus infinity x of k into h of n minus k. So how we did in the previous one, same consideration you are supposed to solve, guys. So what is your x of k? Nothing but x of n. So you can replace this summation, you can keep as it is. X of k is what? So b power k into u of k, and similarly h of k is a power k minus, n minus k into u of n minus k. So same procedure how we did in the previous one. So eliminate this u of k first by taking summation as 0 to infinity. Similarly, eliminate this u of n minus k by taking summation as what? 0 to n. Then apply the formula of a power k logic and get me the answer. I hope you can solve this, everyone. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, solve it and tell me what is your final answer. So let me give some time for you. Solve this, guys. So I want everyone to solve. So I'm going to ask The answers from everyone now. So try to implement the logic what you implemented earlier. Same procedure. Nothing new. Same procedure. Only changes the question. There it was asked for impulse. Here it is asked for output response. So steps remain same. Check out this and tell me what is the final answer. So here again same concept, you can split this to a power n into a power minus k. You can throw that a power n out because that is a constant term. So then you can make this as common with respect to your positive and check out the answer. So one
Sir,
is like, yeah.
A power n summation k 0 to n b by a whole power k, sir.
You're telling final answer here?
Not final answer, sir. Before applying formula.
Okay. See, okay, let me tell. So after eliminating this u of k, this is going to be 0 to infinity. Correct, appa? So then bk is left out. Here I told you can split a power n into a power n minus k. You throw that a power n out. So what is left out is b power k, a power minus k into u of n minus k is there. After eliminating that, it is going to become 0 to n. So this is like this. Is it how it looks?
Yes, sir.
After this, what I told, this
Say 1 by a whole power k.
for k. So whatever things here, it should be the power of k. So what can be taken common? So if we take k common, this is like b a power minus 1 into k. Correct? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So now you can take this
Yes, sir.
complete term as a. This b a power minus 1 as a complete term as a. That you substitute here and tell me the answer. Understood now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Solve this.
A power n into.
Final answer, appa.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just a second. Let me write. Okay. So
A
after
power
applying
n
it the way, yeah. What is the answer? A power
N into
n into
b by a n power n plus 1
b by a power n plus 1.
minus 1. Yes, sir.
Okay, minus 1
Divided by
divided by
b by a minus 1.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Is it so?
Sir, it's whole multiplied by a power n.
This complete term going to multiply by a
A
power n.
power
Correct?
Yes.
Simplify
Yes,
this
sir.
now. So take the LCM and simplify. See here they ask you to get the complete response output y of n. In the previous problem it was only h of n. So we have stopped here. So since it is asked for y of n, if simplification possibilities are there, you should go ahead. Apply the logic and tell me what is the final answer. So you can take LCM, you can do multiplication of a power n for both and tell me what is the ultimate answer you're going to get. So take LCM in the denominator. So this is going to become b minus a by a. So you can take this a above also. Split this and tell me what is the final answer.
b to the power n plus 1 minus a to the power n
plus 1
minus a to the power
minus a to the power of
Plus 1.
n plus
n plus 1. Good. whole divided by b minus a na.
Yes, sir.
So is it what the answer thus also got? After simplification, what we just discussed. Is it fine, guys, till here?
Yes, sir.
Good. So this is the way you need to complete. So this is what they've asked. So you need to check out your y of n, right? Is it okay till here to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Good. So such type of problem, just have an awareness how to solve. So this is what you can expect in this impulse response type of problem. Okay. So we'll take a break now. So we'll end the session. So we'll take